Café Namaste is now 20 years old. We were the first restaurant to break away from the traditional Indian design, color scheme, etc. etc. The reason being India is of course vibrant, full of color. The last thing I wanted was a restaurant that did not have that color. The food had to then blend with the color scheme. The west coast of India is a lot of pureeing, a lot of grinding, and that's a continuous process for us. In Indian cooking we have wet and we have dry, both forms of grinding. For the wet grinding, there's a longer process in the sense that the spices first have to be roasted, then they are soaked, and then they are pureed. Whatever we do, we rely quite heavily on some of the machines that we buy. We started working with Vitamix because in my kind of line of business, a machine like that is a very critical part of our process. So Vitamix came about, I think maybe 7, 8, maybe 9 years ago even, if I'm not mistaken, or even earlier than that. It has a variety of uses that one can put through, so long as you buy both the jugs, so the dry grinding jug as well as the wet grinding jug. You have a machine that can virtually do anything. And also besides that, you have a machine that is a very strong ally in the kitchen. The reason for that is because it's got a very, very high powered motor. In terms of it taking load, it takes load very nicely. So I might need a coarse powder, I might need a very fine powder, I might need a medium powder. And the machine has to be able to cope with all of that. Let's say you suddenly need caster sugar and you haven't got caster sugar. That Vitamix can grind sugar into a fine powder in 20 seconds, which many machines would struggle with. The reason being that in many machines, the heat generation from the blade is much quicker and so the sugar would stick. In the Vitamix, it is a little bit longer for the heat to permeate through. As a result, you get a better flow of product coming out of it. The biggest problem we have got is that we grind a lot of stuff and the machine can get overworked and overrun quite easily. But in all those years, they've only been repaired twice. So machine's been repaired twice. One was for a belt and one was the mistake of one of our staff. From a chef's perspective, I would recommend the Vitamix without any question.